You can hold a phone full of contacts, scroll through hundreds of lives, sit in a room where the Wi Fi is crowded but the air feels empty, and still whisper, I feel alone. Welcome to the Heart of Connection. In this episode, we step into a paradox of our time: loneliness, the silent crowd. How can we feel so connected and yet so unseen? In theory, social media should make us less lonely. We can talk to anyone, anywhere, at any time. But research tells a more complicated story. Studies following thousands of people over years suggest that both passive scrolling and active posting can be linked to increased feelings of loneliness over time. The more we try to soothe emptiness with endless feeds, the more that emptiness can quietly grow. It becomes a loop. We feel lonely, so we reach for the screen. But heavy, unfocused use often leaves us feeling even more alone, sending us back to the screen again. It's not that technology is evil, it's that not all connection is nourishment. Some of it is just noise, sugar for the soul, when what we need is real food. Psychologists have started using terms like digital loneliness to describe a specific kind of emptiness, being constantly connected, yet rarely feeling truly met. Loneliness here isn't just being alone, it's feeling unseen in what we share. A study of young adults found that simply spending more time online was associated with higher loneliness, especially when use was problematic or tied to coping with anxiety and isolation. Another long term study showed that both passive browsing and active posting were linked with greater loneliness over years, suggesting that digital interactions often don't fully meet our deeper social needs. We scroll for warmth and get light instead. It looks like connection, it feels like distance. Picture this: it's 1 a.m., your room is dark except for the blue light on your face. You're not alone. Thousands of people are awake with you, posting, liking, watching, replying. Someone shares a joke and you smile. Another shares a heartbreak and you feel a sting in your chest. You add a comment, wait for the three little dots, then move on when they never appear. Hours pass. Your battery is low. Your heart is too. And somehow, despite all the faces you've seen, you feel more alone than when you started. This is loneliness in the silent crowd, being surrounded by signals but starving for presence. But not all loneliness is digital. There is another kind: existential loneliness, a deeper sense of being fundamentally separate from others and the world, even when you're not physically alone. Research describes it as a feeling that can persist even inside relationships, tied less to the number of people around you and more to a sense of inner disconnection. People who feel this kind of loneliness often say things like, no one truly gets me. I feel like I'm on the outside of life, looking in. It may show up during big transitions, stress, or quiet late nights when we suddenly notice how fragile and temporary everything is. No notification can fill that space because it isn't asking for noise, it's asking for meaning. So, what do we do with loneliness, digital or existential? First, we name it. Instead of drowning it in endless scrolling, we pause and say, I feel lonely right now. That honesty by itself is a kind of connection, you meeting yourself. Then we can gently shift from performance to presence. One honest message instead of 50 likes. One voice note instead of another meme. One face to face conversation, even if it's brief, instead of another hour refreshing a feed. Studies suggest that the quality of connection, especially in person, reciprocal, and emotionally open, protects against loneliness far more than the sheer number of online interactions. Loneliness doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It means something in you is ready for real connection with others and with yourself. Thank you for listening to Loneliness, the Silent Crowd. In our next episode, Forgiveness and Freedom, we'll explore how releasing old hurts toward others and ourselves can open space where loneliness once lived. Until then, notice when you reach for the screen to escape a feeling. Maybe, just once, try reaching for a human voice instead, even if that voice is your own, spoken softly into the quiet of your room.